I could really understand, like, oh yeah, don't be a regular ass nigga. Don't just be doing all the same old regular ass shit.
Exactly.
Then it just becomes a boring thing. Like, you should be bored yourself if you're just on the same old shit, same old every time. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's cool to have a schedule and have things that you like to do. But you know, it's always cool to be spontaneous, whether that be your character, you know what I'm saying? Whether that be your actions, the way you actually, like, things that you're actually doing, you know what I mean?
Get to this when you guys can. I want you if you're saying so. I suck. All right. But let me just
I
always do that about this enough.
Let me just read some other laws so that way we can finish on
read
that.
Some more and then we can go back to the now shit. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but listen to this, right? Do not build a fortress to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous.
Ooh.
Know who you.
Let me say something about that. Let me just say something about that, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm bad at just being by myself. I'm horrible at being by myself. If I don't have a, like, I'm not gonna lie, you know, this probably goes back to some past trauma that I have on my own and shit. But like, if I don't have a bitch that's really like about me and like she just wants to take care of me, things feel weird. You know what I'm saying? So then I have to realize, well, pause. I'm just saying this is the past me, right? I would feel weird until I then realize like I really gotta love myself and enjoy being by myself. So and I learned how to enjoy being by myself. But it was still not what I longed for. You know what I'm saying? I still in the end longed for companionship and being able to just share thoughts with somebody that can appreciate the things that I say. And that's the same thing with any situation. Like even with the guys, like I don't like learning things on my own. I really don't know how to pick up shit on my own necessarily. Like I might be able to, but it's not really what I long for once again. Like for example, me and my two guys, we're learning how to do we're becoming real estate agents, and it's three of us together. So now that feels so like welcoming to me. It feels so good to me. Like when we get together and we share opinions and shit and thoughts about the things that we're learning, it just feels more wholesome. It feels more fire. It feels more like a place I want to be in. You know what I mean? Rather than being on my own, where I gotta just sit there behind the screen or a computer or whatever it is and just be reading a bunch of shit and learning shit for no, like, just not for no reason, but you know, just for my own brain, you know, like shit that I can't even come out here and just express to other people. So yeah, building a wall to yourself is, that's just not the right thing to do, I feel like.
Yeah,
it keeps you in too. It's like it'll raise your anxiety, it'll lower your confidence, it'll do a lot to you mentally, bro.
A lot to you,
because like you're used to being alone, so what happens when you're with someone? Like you're not gonna know how to act, bro.
Exactly.
Facts.
That aspect of like mental health is super important.
That bro, it's crazy.
It is. All right, let me just keep fast reading through some of these. But law 19, know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. That's important. That's important.
I'm not gonna lie. That's really crazy. Like, I don't know, bro. That's just I'm in between with that one. Like, I'm in between with that one, cause it's at the same time I feel like you really gotta be yourself, you know.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like you shouldn't offend anyone. Period. You know what I mean? I feel like you should just be honest. Like if you're able to be honest and be honest, you know, in a nice way too. Like honesty sometimes, you know, pretty much always is gonna hurt. It's almost always gonna hurt. But if you really know how to hit somebody like with honesty and just do it the right way, like if you come out with your opening statement and it's clear and not harmful, I feel like, you know, it could be done correctly no matter who you're speaking to.
Yeah, that's true. Like that's something that I work on personally because I don't want to offend anyone. But at the same time, like you said, I want to be honest. Like I don't just want to lie and shit just to protect somebody's feelings.
Exactly.
Cause like I try to be calm, like even with my voice, like I try to be calm with my voice just so I could say it to them in a way that they could listen and, you know, they won't find anything offensive.
Yeah. I think I was just gonna say that I think it just really applies to when it's more of the first part. It's just like know who you're dealing with. Like you just gotta know. You gotta know how to pick and choose your battles, basically.
Wow, beautiful. I'm glad you said that because it really put me in a different perspective. It's like it's true. It really has more to deal with the first part of that. Like, it's not everybody that you gotta tell the truth to. Like, you don't gotta tell everybody their truths to their face all the time. It's not
That's true.
like if I don't know a nigga and he acts a certain way, you don't gotta come out and be like, yo, bro, you moved a certain way and that's kind of whack. Like, maybe you should start moving like nah, bro. If that's your man's and that's your brother and you want to look out for him, then yeah, that makes sense. Like, yo, bro, look, I seen you doing this, that. I feel like you could be moving like this better instead of doing that. So yeah, it's really more about the first part and really knowing how to choose your battle.
Yeah.
Right. So what if a person is acting like a dickhead and you don't know him like that? Like, what would you do personally?
Personally, I really would just let them act however they are, bro. Like, that's how you are, and you're not really, at least as of right now, you're not somebody that's in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I have no reason to fix you or attempt to fix you, knowing how humans are. Like, if I had the ability to just say things to you, like, for example, in a desirable world, in a perfect world where I could just tell somebody like, hey man, I feel like you could be doing this better, and they'll come up to me and be like, damn bro, I can see where you're coming from with that, but I also feel like the way that I am helps me be and do this, that, and we could have a conversation about it. That'd be great, but it's not. It's a lot of people that's not like that. You know what I mean? That they'll just get offended.
Not with the risk.
They'll just and go into defense and go into defense mode. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if you're not somebody that's even tying back to some other shit, it's like if you're not even somebody that's gonna be in my circle, that's gonna be doing something towards my life. You know what I mean? Then it's like, okay, what's the point of me trying to better you right now when in the end of the day it'll probably come off wrong to you and you'll be on some fucked up shit, some negative shit.
Right,
So, yeah.
that's true.
Indeed. Alright. Let me keep going. I'll just read like 5 more and that's it. Do not commit to anyone.
Oof.
Not just anyone. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem
Wait,
dumb.
hold on. So you just gonna skip right past that? Do not commit to anyone?
Listen. It's something that is just so simple and so deep that I feel like just on that alone, we could spend a lot of time, but we can touch on it. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, let me just touch on it, bro, cause that's crazy. Alright, bro. So I got my heart super broken, right? Super broken. Like some niggas in this chat understand. Like they know. Like they was there when I was really down bad, and you really understand like what I was going through, and like you probably could hear it in my voice and shit. But pretty much is I was really down bad because I was super hurt. And then my brother calls me, right? My older brother. I don't really talk to him. He's from my father's side and all that. Like, he's my half brother, but you feel me? I love him and he loves me, so you feel me? I fuck with him. So he calls me, he tells me, yo, bro, the only person you should be giving your 100% to is your mother. And I thought about that for so long, bro, and I really tried to decipher it and understand it, bro, and only now have I learned what he really meant, bro. And it's that, bro, your mother is the only person that has your 100% good intentions towards you. Your 100%, damn, what's the word? Fuck. Pretty much, she has your best scenario, your best interest, your 100%. Your mother is the only person that has your 100% best interest towards you. So you should be able to not give your 100% to a girl or anything else for that matter, but to your mother. But you feel me? That's not always the case. You feel me? Like for my situation, that's the case. But that's not always the case. You know what I mean? So I really agree with that law. Like, don't be giving your all to nobody.
Yeah, because not only that, but it really just takes away from the whole make people come to you and make yourself look desirable. Because if you know, like it just it waters you down. In a way. Yeah, but this one,
a lot of this shit feel kind of toxic. Just because in the end of the day, we're learning to be a way that is not natural to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
like
that's why I think that's why I think it's called the laws of power, because in the end of the day, power, I don't feel like it's something that was supposed to be.
Not everybody's supposed to have it.
Not even that. I just feel like It's the opposite. I feel like everybody should just be on an equal plane where you could just be you. I feel like you should just be in a situation where you could just be you. And like I said, I feel like humans have the power, bro, to have the ideal world, bro. You see what I'm saying? So like,
Oh yeah,
the same way
yeah.
like what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Like how I was saying earlier that, oh yeah, there's in an ideal world I would talk to somebody and they won't be getting dumb mad about it. It's like that. Like I feel like
I don't think
potential.
so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, you don't think what?
It's because I don't think so. It's like
You don't
we
think
have
what?
the
You don't think
potential
what though?
that we can live in like such a perfect world that you say, because there's too much greed in this world.
Yes.
People
100%.
People want.
That's
things.
exactly what I'm
People
saying
want
though.
things.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, because for them, they're gonna wanna have the world be in their mind, like, you know, like
Exactly.
they're gonna wanna create it their way.
I read some shit. It was a meme, but it was funny. But it's 100% true. It said if Elon Musk, fucking, and what's his other, Bill Gates can't fucking, no, not Elon Musk. If Bill Gates and fucking
Steve
the other
Jobs.
nigga, Steve Jobs, can't keep their wife, and they're billionaires.
Nah, it is Elon Musk. No, it's not Elon Musk. It's some other nigga,
It's
but I know
Bill
what
Gates.
he's talking about.
Jeff
Bill Gates.
or some shit.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
No.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff
Jeff Bezos. Yeah. If they can't keep their wife, what makes
What
you
makes
think that?
and they're billionaires. What makes you
Yeah.
think that you gonna make your bitch happy, bro?
Yeah, right. And what I could say to that, literally ties back exactly to what I'm saying, and it's that we have the potential, because you gotta understand, there's potential energy and kinetic energy. If the potential energy is some shit's high above the ground, is a lot of potential energy, no kinetic energy. But if it hits the ground, it's a bunch of kinetic energy and no potential energy. So potentially, I feel like us as humans could have went a whole different route, and instead of going for greed and all this other stuff that we try to be on top so bad, I feel like we could have all tried to just come together and really understand each other. Bro, the fact that there's wavelengths, it just goes too deep, bro. It just goes too deep.
I don't think all greed is bad greed.
Disagree
like,
with that 100%. I disagree with that 100%. Continue though.
So my thing, like, it's more like greed is like desire, and the desire to be better for
Nah,
yourself.
I think there's two different words for a reason. I think there's two these.
I
there's
think
two different
yeah.
words for
I
a
think
reason.
I think
but they're
Greed and
synonyms.
desire is two different things.
no.
So
I
they're
think
synonyms, though.
I think
I desire
be
greatness,
synonyms.
bro. That doesn't make me greedy. Like
No. I think the word. I think what the word that Koji was looking for is ambition. Like there's a
Even
big
then.
difference between ambition and greed.
Oh yeah, for real.
I feel like
there is a difference, but I'm talking about desire, and the desire to want something more than somebody else can be considered greed as well. I mean,
why does
from
it
my
have to
point
be
of view,
more than somebody else? You see what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. That's what makes
Wh-
greed.
why-
That's
why-
what
so-
greed
so-
is. There it is.
No,
you hit it
so-
right on the nose. That's what greed
Alright,
is.
so you want it more than somebody else for yourself, because alright, boom.
Why does
I
it have
got-
to
I
be
had a
that
boy-
way? That's what I'm saying.
All
That's
right,
why we have the potential.
Listen. I got a boy. Told me his girl dumped him because he was fat, and I'm like, all right, cool. So his greed was I'm gonna hit the gym. I want it more than anybody else. I'm gonna start hitting the gym.
Sanaa saying some shit right now.
That's
Yeah,
100%
shout out to
facts. But
Sanaa.
continue,
Shout out
bro.
to Sanaa. He said, "I define greed as wanting more than you need. Toxic desire. Yes, right.
Exactly,
Greed is
that's
toxic
facts, that's
desire.
facts.
That's exactly it. Greed is toxic desire. Right? Because a desire, right? It's like I just desire. How do I explain? I just desire. Fuck.
To simplify it, bro.
I
To simplify it, bro.
I just
I want a
desire, yeah, I
Ferrari.
just
Like
desire-
to simplify, I want a Ferrari, right? Now I got a Ferrari. I want a Lambo now. Then you got a
You
Lambo.
see?
I want a Bugatti.
Yeah,
like that's. I feel like that's greed. When
greed.
you
That
have
is.
ambition is just like me saying, yo, like I want to reach this certain height, and then once you reach it, it's like I'm Gucci. But greed is just the everlasting, the hamster wheel of you keep wanting more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah,
Is that my shit? My shit?
I think your example is a little off, because like I'm saying, cars is one of the things that a lot of people love, and like collection.
Nah,
If you want to
that's
collect it,
greed
bro.
though. I think that's greed regardless. I think is that my shit goes back to more like human
But I don't think that's
evolution.
bad,
My shit
dude. I
really
don't think
goes
that's-
back. My shit really goes
I don't think
back
that's-
to. Go ahead.
I don't think that's a terrible way. Like that's a way. Like that's what I'm saying. Like not all greed is bad. Because if I'm greedy and I want these cards, it's because I'll earn these cards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what Sanaa said right now. That's facts
Right.
though. I feel like
My
greed
thing
is
is-
like,
Go ahead.
you want like the best shit ever, but it's like, how to put this?
According to the definition, greed is the
Sense,
intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food.
I mean, for me,
Go
oh,
ahead.
Jinx.
I think greed is what happens when you keep wanting stuff and you don't
You don't feel
Oh,
fulfilled?
no, not that. For the stuff that you already have, you don't appreciate it enough. You know, you get something and then you immediately move on to the next thing. You know, and you don't look at what you just got and you're like, wow, okay, that's nice. You know?
I can see that. I can see that.
For me, greed
That
is
could also
just,
be ambition
that's just
though.
desire.
Because like literally, boom. Like there's a lot of people like boom. I just finished one project. Boom. I gotta get on to the next one because I want to be successful. People want to be successful. Like people just want to be like successful all the time.
Or that's a workaholic.
And like
That's a
people want to win.
workaholic.
Like people like it doesn't have to do just work. It's like people want to win. Like let's say fucking for an example like LeBron James, he wants to win every year because he's a winner. He does this. He's already won. He's tasted it. And like to be honest, he has to prove himself that he's the best overall.
I'm OD
Right,
mad right
that's
now.
what I would say ambition would be.
Sanaz said it's wrong when it's at the expense of someone else.
I agree with that.
That's
Yeah.
what I was
say
gonna say.
I was gonna say
Because-
more like it's
damn.
wrong when you're doing too much, like where it starts to hurt you and the things around you. So it's kind of like what's Sanaa said.
Yeah. Like another
That's
different.
when greed
Go-
becomes
my
a
fault.
problem because
Yeah,
you
go
start.
ahead, go.
I was about to say I can never talk, but
No,
now
go ahead,
it's
go ahead, go
about
ahead.
when you want something so bad that you do not care about what is it gonna cost you. Like you know, it's like you know if it costs you hard work, then it's alright. Like it's good, and then yeah, by all means. But when it starts costing you, like you don't have to start cutting, like you start treating your family members like shit. You know, like you start looking at them, you start looking at people like a cash cow, or like as another means to get.
I mean,
When
so
you
when
start looking at your relationships like that, I think that's when you're taking a step into the wrong direction. Or also when you don't care by the means that you're gonna do it. Like for an example,
Yeah.
you could get bread, but you could get bread killing off a nigga just because somebody paid you, not because you know it's lawful or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when the
Yeah.
means
So
are toxic
your
and start
first
becoming
example?
harmful. Yes. My
Your
fault.
first example was a bit off. Yeah, your first example
Yeah.
was a bit off because, like, literally, it's like you can't like, yo, bro. Let's say you on a grind, right? Let's say you on a grind, bro, and like you still have time to see your boys and all this shit, but not as much as before. That's not.
I
That's
mean,
not
you're
like
right.
cutting people.
You're
That's
right.
not. That's not cutting. That's not cutting people off. It's just like. It's one of those things that like I find like really
It needs
like,
to happen.
that
Yeah, but the
no,
example
no,
we used was
not-
cutting people off. Not that you grinding for something, so you just taking time for yourself. We
Nah,
talking
nah, nah.
about-
But Koji,
Yeah, but
Koji is right.
that can be considered cutting people off because you're not spending as much time with us anymore. So my thing
Yeah,
is like
Koji's right.
I'm not cutting you off. I'm just like there's a lot on my plate, and literally one of the things I like saying is that I don't apologize for having too much on my plate because I asked for this. I want to be successful. So
Yeah.
if that means that I have a lot on my plate, then that's what it means. You know what I'm saying?
then that's the price. Yeah.
Nah, what I meant to say was just like, you know, you're doing it like, you know, for like a bad, like if you had to like lose contact with people for your grind, then go ahead. Like that's unnecessary. But like when you're doing it, you know, for like a harmful intention out of your
Like
own
this?
greed,
right. Like just because you like you feel like that person has like nothing to offer. You know what I mean? When and then later on you realize like that all the love that they was giving you, like that you couldn't trade that for anything in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Facts,
I feel like.
facts.
That's how I feel like he means it.
Yeah. Alright. Let me get back to the lows because we got a low sidetrack. I'm gonna just read 3 more and then we go end it there because that's 48 and we only at 20.
Damn.
I like this one a lot. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than you mark. Basically, play dumb. Don't let the people know how smart you are. Always,
Okay.
always be the smartest person in the room or know the smartest person in the room.
Facts.
Don't you know, like let motherfuckers think that you clueless and you dumb. Cause that's when once they do that, they gonna start slacking off and you gonna catch them slipping.
Damn, it's that this shit really always ties back to what the shit that I was saying, but I feel bad because I don't feel like y'all gonna understand. But my shit goes more to when I'm talking about the potential of humans. I'm talking about like far way either beyond or way back where something could have went differently in terms of like everything that we've mentioned about the potential of humans and greed and all of that has come with things that are already established. Like we already established the NBA. We already established what it means to be successful in this world right now. You know what I mean? We already established all those things. And when I mean like the ideal world where people truly understand each other, it's a world where none of that matters. You know what I mean? So it's like that's just what it comes down to in my idea of like yeah, like we could have the idea. Like we have the potential to actually be, you know, good where
Yeah.
nothing matters and you could be you. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. So yeah.
I want to bring up this case of like fucking don't do it against against someone else's like expense, like bringing somebody down.
Yeah.
But let's say you and somebody else are fighting for a position, right? And you have to do your thing and they have to do their thing.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to understand. Wait, real quick, real quick. I'm gonna just say one thing. I want you to understand that what I'm trying to explain in that we could have the ideal world is in a point where position and having to fight enough for a position wouldn't exist. Like that wouldn't matter. That just so like.
So you telling me?
Continue.
All is fair in love and war, Sanat says.
So here's my thing.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if he has a voice.
Here's my thing on that, Juan. It's because like NBA players, let's do sports players, right? Baseball players, basketball players, football players. Not everybody can become a football player, but if you don't got to fight for that position, how would you know that you deserve it? Or how, like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like there'll be no sports. Literally, there'll literally be no sports. There'll be no job. There'll be no positions like where bosses are at because everybody's the same technically. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think society can run like that.
I completely disagree with that. I feel like in a world where everybody works together and there's no quote unquote boss that has to tell you what to do and you just go do it yourself and people will like that's what makes a leader, you know? I think that's what would make a leader. Like you do it yourself and people see you doing it yourself and working so hard that they're gonna sit there and work hard with you. You know what I'm saying? And challenge your brain.
That's
and then you're
exactly
gonna be able to
taught.
challenge their brain. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't have to be like, oh yeah, I just got a boss that tell me everything to do, and he lay down in his house and go to sleep whatever time he want. He don't even have to wake up if he don't want to for 2 days straight. He probably could take a pill that'll knock him out for 2 days because he got that advanced technology that I don't got. I can't do that shit, and I gotta feed a family, so I gotta wake up every day and go to work. You know what I mean? So what I mean when I say an ideal world, bro, I mean in a world where everyone is understanding of each other. That doesn't mean you have to be equal. There's no way for us to all be equal and be the same. It's impossible. We're all completely different. But in my ideal world, it's like people would add to each other, bro. We would be able to truly help each other. And I feel like humans have that potential. And that's what I'm saying.
Humans do have that potential, but the reason why I say that's impossible is because there are gonna be niggas that are gonna choose the opposite, and that's just gonna be a fact. Because you know, good and bad are on the side of the are two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. How would you know something is good if you don't know what's bad? How you know something tastes sweet if you don't know what bitter tastes like?
100%. I agree with you. Yeah, 100%. You can't be happy if you don't truly know sadness. Then you're just being. You're just being. You won't know that that's happy. You're just there.
Yeah, you won't know that that's happy.
You don't know true sadness. You don't know what's true being truly joyful. So, I could really understand that. I think this world, yeah. I think we're just, yeah, bro. It's just what it is, you know. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like we have the potential to be in a balance, right in the middle, where it don't have to be good or bad.
I mean, you could promote for it to be taught more, so that way that would encourage niggas more, or what people in general and more to be.
I'm not saying that it'll be able to happen right now, or that or that it'll happen in 10 years, or maybe a million years. But I'm just saying that I feel like how smart we are, bro. And we truly understand emotion, bro. So if we could truly understand each other's emotions for real and truly understand what that other person is going through, I feel like we got the potential to tap into that. I feel like we could really get in tune with ourselves.
The potential is there. The problem is just not everybody wants to do that.
Right, it's about the execution. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yep. Oh, which goes into the the next law of power. But before I say that one, I just want to say this one because I feel like it's something that we should actually learn from.
At this point, I'm breaking night, aren't I?
And it's no.
I'm dying, bro.
Nah, yo, listen, my G, turn your fan on if you need to, bro. But
we're about to go to the hospital.
I'm hungry, and I'm dead ass sweating my dick off, bro.
Bro, you could just end the pod and just talk about it separately.
I listen, yo, listen to pod. Listen to
pod. Where's the podcast going on at?
On YouTube.
YouTube.
We are 2 hours, bro.
Come on, where can I find that? Let me see that.
I got you. But let's end this. Hey, thank you everybody that tuned in. Sanat, who was at work and doing shit on the side. Koji, who to join. JDJ, aka Juan, D-Dot, Presley, Coney, Pedro, AG, who showed up. Everybody that tuned in, thank you. Hey, appreciate y'all. We dragged this shit for a little bit, but niggas got sidetracked, so we gotta end this shit because niggas gotta eat and niggas got fans to turn on. Like, share, subscribe, follow the socials, all that bullshit.
At this point, me and David are about to be in the hospital for heat stroke.
Yeah. They're waiting for me to watch what's going on right now. It's not, you don't do it live.
No,
he has to edit it.
No, like, we don't got the facilities for that, big man. But, but yeah, thank you for tuning in to the No Name Podcast. We'll see you on the next one. Till then, goodbye.